Today's school lunch is Tamagoyaki.
Tamagoyaki is a Japanese dish in which eggs are cooked thinly and layered into rolls. It is a Japanese home-style dish so commonly eaten that it always appears in lunchboxes and breakfast.
玉ねぎをみじん切りにします。
First, mince the onion, but cut into large pieces since I will be using a processor. This is a machine sold at a $1 store that minces vegetables. When the lever is pulled, the vegetables are cut into small pieces. I often use it when I want to make it in a jiffy. It is popular in Japan. Place the onions in a heatproof container. I'm going to fry the onions, but to make it easier at home, I will heat them in the microwave first. This process is not present when actually making school lunches. This is because microwave ovens are suited for heating small amounts of food. Cover with plastic wrap and microwave at 600 watts for 3 minutes. However, your microwave oven has a different heat power than a Japanese microwave oven, so please adjust the heat so that it does not burn.
加熱が終わりました。
After microwave heating is finished, fry further in a frying pan after this.
フライパンに油を入れて温めます。
Heat oil in a frying pan.
あ、
Oops! I didn't put a butane canister in this. I forget to put it in sometimes.
油を中火で温めます。
Heat oil over medium heat. Add onions and stir fry the onions until they turn caramelized. If you are making this for 5 eggs, you only need to fry for 2 minutes because of the small amount of onions you are adding. Because of the large quantities in school lunches, this frying process takes more than an hour. If the pan starts to burn around the edges, add a little water to take it off. Onions stuck in the pan will also become umami, so add water and fry while scraping the bottom of the pan. Onions sautéed until caramelized are packed with umami. Adding them to the eggs makes the tamagoyaki even tastier.
ツナ缶は油を切ります。
Drain oil from the canned tuna. The addition of tuna increases the umami and nutritional value of the dish, making it tastier. By adding this, the child will also eat better egg dishes.
卵液を作ります。
Make the dough for the tamagoyaki. Crack the eggs. Keeping the tip of the chopsticks on the bottom of the container, beat the eggs so that the egg whites and yolks are mixed. If you whip the eggs as you whip cream, air bubbles will form during frying, and the eggs will not expand as easily. Therefore, when beating eggs, do not move the chopsticks vertically, but move them horizontally as if cutting the eggs.
お砂糖と
Add sugar,
それからお塩
salt,
とみりんと
mirin,
お出汁をねここに加えます。
and dashi broth. The addition of dashi broth softens the eggs. The more you add, the softer it becomes. But the more difficult it is to roll, so it is recommended to add a small amount at the beginning. If dashi broth is not available, milk can be substituted. Anyway, it is important to add a small amount of moisture.
そしたらここに
Add
ツナ
canned
と
tuna
炒めておいた玉ねぎ入れます。
and onion to beaten eggs.
でもう一度軽く混ぜます。
Mix all together. Now let's fry the eggs. Fold the paper towel. When making tamagoyaki, use paper towel dipped in oil to lightly coat the pan between each layer of egg. Soak paper towel in oil. When making tamagoyaki, a small square frying pan originally designed for tamagoyaki is used. But if you don't have that pan, no problem. I will show you how to make it in a round pan. Use a small frying pan for easy preparation. However, I do not have a small frying pan, so I make it in this large 26 centimeters frying pan. I recommend that you do not imitate them, as they are most difficult to make in a large round pan like this one. Heat a frying pan over medium heat. Warm the eggs thoroughly, as adding eggs at a low temperature will cause them to stick to the pan. Using a paper towel soaked in oil, coat the pan. Add a small amount of egg, and if it hardens quickly, it is a sign that the pan is warm. Stir the eggs so that the onions and tuna do not sink to the bottom of the container, and pour the mixture into the pan. It is important to pour the eggs thinly. Depending on the size of the pan, pour in about 4 separate batches. Roll up the eggs before they are fully cooked. When cooking tamagoyaki for the first time, it is easy to burn the eggs, so it is less likely to fail if done by reducing or stopping the heat during the cooking process. First, use a rubber spatula to fold the ends of the egg inward.
奥側からくるくると
Next, wrap around from the
巻
back
い
to
て
the
いきま
front.
しょ
This first step is difficult, but the shape can be adjusted later, so do not worry about the shape. Put oil in every time. This will prevent the eggs from sticking to the pan and burning. Pour the egg mixture again and repeat the previous step.
う。でこの下にもしっかりと卵を
Lift the
流し
eggs
入れ
and pour
て
them under. Roll up the eggs before they are fully cooked. Then wrap it from back to front.
からよいしょよいしょでまた奥に
Repeat this process until the eggs are gone.
引いてから
It is difficult to make in a round pan, but don't worry too much because there are ways to shape it at the end.
もし空気入ったら潰します
If there are air bubbles, crush them.
よっ
After frying, unfold the plastic wrap and place the eggs on the plastic wrap while still warm.
ラップでしっかりめにくるみます
Wrap the eggs in plastic wrap.
ちょっと熱いからね
Be
気をつけ
careful,
て
it's hot. If left like this, it will form a nice shape when the heat cools. So don't worry if they lose their shape a little when frying. Allow the heat to cool. School lunches cannot be made in a frying pan like this, because we can only make a small amount at a time and it is very time consuming. I will now show you how to make it in a school lunch oven. The method of making egg dough is the same. Adjust the amount of eggs according to the heatproof container used. Preheat oven to 356 F.
耐熱容器にオーブンシートを切って
Place a cooking paper in a container. The size of the heat-resistant container I will use is 18 centimeters, 12.5 centimeters, and 4 centimeters. 5 eggs are used for this size. Actually, school lunches are baked in large heat-resistant containers. Pour the mixture into the container while stirring. Bake in oven at 356 F for 20 minutes. Since the degree of baking depends on the oven used, watch and cover with aluminum foil if it looks like it is going to burn. Although baking in a frying pan is more airy and fluffy, this oven method is also easy and recommended. It's complete! Try sticking a toothpick in the center of the dough, and if the dough seems to stick, bake some more.
では切ってみましょう
Let's cut it.
ちょっと切っていくおー
Finally, Tamagoyaki is cut into smaller sizes. Looks soft and tasty.
いい感じに焼けましたではフライパンで巻いた方も
Let's cut the one made in a frying pan. Today's school lunch menu is miso soup, rice, milk, stir-fry vegetables, and tamagoyaki.
Shanghai 給食嬉しいな何でも食べましょうよく噛んでみんな揃ってご挨拶それでは皆さんご一緒にいただきます
When made in a pan, the rolls are lighter in texture than when baked in the oven. Let me know down in the comments what you think. I really hope you try this recipe soon. Enjoy your meal.
それでは今日も動画を見ていただいてありがとうございました。また次回の動画でお会いしましょう。